Hello gentlemen and welcome to SPF Style. My name is Sean and today we are talking all about dress shirts. Let's get started. And yes gentlemen, I did just get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. Alright gentlemen, so you need to get some dress shirts. Let's say you got a wedding coming up, or you got an interview coming up, or you got a party, or whatever. The fact of the matter is, you need dress shirts and you do not know the difference between a pointed collar and a peaked collar, or a widespread collar, or any of those sorts of things. You don't know sizing, you don't know what the heck a 15 neck with a 34-35 sleeve length is, you have no idea what colors you should have. Well, gentlemen, that's why I'm here. That's everything we're going to be covering today. Sizing of dress shirts, collars, and colors. Okay, gentlemen, the first thing we're going to be covering is size. Now, there's two important sizes that you need to get before you go out and try to buy a dress shirt. It's helpful if you know what your size is before you go in to buy the shirt, so that's why I'm going to help you out. To do this, you're going to need a tape measure. I don't happen to have one on me, but I'll tell you what you need to do. Alright? Now, what you need to do is to take the tape measure and pretty much wrap it around your neck, okay? And you don't want to strangle yourself with it. You just want to get it so it just goes around very comfortably, see where it lands. Alright, when I measure my neck, it happens to land at a 15.5. That means I'm going to be a 15.5 neck. So when you go into the store, on the shirt, there's two sizes. So the first number, and then there's two numbers divided by a slash. That first number is going to be, in my case, 15.5. That's what I'm looking for. If I go too small of that number, let's say I go to a 14, the neck is going to be really, really tight and basically strangling me. If I go too big, let's say a 16 or a 17, it's going to be huge on me, and it's not going to be comfortable either way. So you want to go exactly where it's going to be. Now, some shirts may vary a little bit in measurements. That's okay if they do. It's normal. For instance, a Stafford shirt is going to fit differently than an Igara shirt. It's just how it is. Alright, that's just how shirts are. Okay gentlemen, so you know your neck size. The next size you need to know is your sleeve size. You're going to take the tape measure and bring it all the way down. You're going to start at the middle of your back, and since I'm wearing a dress shirt, it's kind of easy to tell. You can see right around here, there's that line that runs right across. That's about on your back where you need to start, right in the middle. You're going to take it and bring it right over to where your shoulder would end. So in my case, right here. You're going to let your arm be very, very loose during this entire process and let it hang just like you are bored. Bring it down to your elbow and then bring it down to the break of the wrist. When I say break of the wrist, right about, I have a very bony wrist. So right about there is where you're going to want to bring it down to. Whatever that number is, that is your sleeve length. In my case, it's about a 33.5, 34. So that means that I'm going to be a 15.5 neck with a 34-35 sleeve length. Okay gentlemen, now I'm going to show you kind of up close and personal what this should look like, what the neck should look like comfortably, and then what the sleeve should look like comfortably. Okay gentlemen, this is kind of a close-up on my neck. You can see exactly what I mean by comfort. You should easily be able to take, when the shirt is buttoned, you should be able to take two fingers, insert them in, and give a slight tug. Barely anything. You should be able to comfortably fit two fingers in. Just like I can do. This happens to be a 15.5 neck. I know I have the right size neck. Okay gentlemen, as far as the length of the sleeve goes, you don't want it to be covering your hand like that, obviously. You don't want it to be way up here. What you want to do is when it falls with the button, you just want it to be kind of at the break of the wrist, maybe a little bit past the break of the wrist. Right there is just about perfect, okay? Now, a sleeve has going to have two buttons on it. My suggestion to you is to keep it at that first button. Don't move to that second button. Just keep it there, nice. A little bit of, a tad bit of bagginess. Don't keep it so baggy, but a little bit on here is completely normal. That's just how it's going to work. Okay, gentlemen, when it comes to the shape of your collar on your shirt, you're going to have a couple different options. All I want you to worry about is two options. There are many other options out there, but there are just two options that I want you to worry about. The widespread and the peaked. Alright, that's all I want you to know, peaked or pointed. Those are what those are called. I sometimes interchange them. I do apologize if that gets confusing. This is a widespread collar, okay? It's very much a more contemporary style shirt, but it works. And what I want you to notice is that it shows off more of the tie, or the knot of the tie, I should say, okay? That's what that's going to show off. The wider the collar, the more it's going to show off this particular knot, okay? Now what you can do with this particular style of collar is play it casual. If you watched my how to tie a tie video, you saw me tie the 4-in-hand, and I was wearing this exact shirt with this collar, and I said, if you keep it loose and you keep it casual, it works with any knot. Completely true. When you button it up though, you need to have a wider, thicker knot, because otherwise if it's too small, it just looks disproportionate and it doesn't look good. Okay gentlemen, this is the other style of collar that I want you to focus on. It is a pointed collar. As you can see, the points of the collar are a little bit closer together than on the widespread collar. This works really great with the fun knots, like the 4-in-hand, like I'm sporting right now. Okay? Now what I want you to focus on is these two particular styles, because they're going to be versatile and they're not going to be hard to find. The other styles, you could find other styles. These are going to work best for business, professional, weddings, parties, anything. These are going to be two that are going to work the best for you. The widespread collar can be a little more casual, but you can also take the pointed collar and make it look just as casual with a loosened 4-in-hand with the unbuttoned. Looks just fine, but these are the two I want you to focus on. Now it's time to talk about colors. I took the tie off so we can just focus on the colors of the shirt. I don't want you to get confused because this is not a video about matching ties with shirts. Okay, the first color that you need in your wardrobe for dress shirts is white. We kind of touched on this particular subject during the first video of my channel, the foundation video. So feel free to reference that. This is kind of a reiteration with my own little twist on what you can do. But first and foremost, you need to have basic white dress shirt. It's versatile, it goes with everything, and it's going to be your go-to shirt. You also need to get a black dress shirt. This is going to be very appropriate for weddings, funerals, parties, anything you need to go to with that you need dark colors with. This also makes it very easy to match ties because bright color tie and a black shirt's going to speak. The next shirt you need is a light blue shirt. This works very similarly to the white shirt. A white shirt is very versatile, same with a light blue. You can match with pretty much every color tie, well maybe not every color tie, but pretty much. And it's going to speak a little bit better during job interviews, and it's going to make you stand out a little bit when you go out in public and you have to be in business. It just looks a little better than the plain white shirt, but you still look really great. How about a nice navy blue shirt? This is a very nice color because it says calming. It says trust me. It's a very nice color. I would definitely go with navy blue. Still go with your light blue. Navy blue is also a great option for you. So I heard your favorite color might be purple. No problem. Go for it. Purple shirt? No problem at all. Purple's a nice fun color. It says, hey, I'm a fun guy, but I'm still here to talk business. And yes, gentlemen, even a yellow shirt. Now I know you guys are probably screaming, why are you wearing yellow? It's way too bright for business. That is true. Yellow can be a very bright and distracting color for business. It really can be. And honestly, through your screen, this probably seems like a very bright yellow shirt. I'm going to tell you it's not. I wouldn't be wearing a bright yellow shirt for business. This is a nice pale yellow. Alright, you can probably see it better on my sleeves. It's just a nice pale yellow. Okay, a pale yellow is fine. You get into those bright yellows, yes. You're taking it a step too far. Gentlemen, there's one more thing we need to talk about, and that is the fit of the shirt. Okay gentlemen, there are basically two styles of shirt that I want you to focus on when it comes to how they fit. There are way more than two out there, but these are the two I want you to focus on, especially if you're new to buying dress shirts. Alright, the first kind I want you to focus on is a regular fit shirt. This is going to be your most common. It's going to be like the one I have on right now, a regular fit. The reason that this is going to be your most common is because it's untailored, it doesn't fit your body, it's regular fit, it's like the average of what somebody with that neck and that arm would wear. Alright, so in my case, I wear a 15.5 with a 34-35 sleeve length. With a regular fit shirt, this is just a average of what somebody my size with these measurements would wear. And it's pretty accurate. I mean, regular's not going to be very, very fit at all. So, I can pull these out a little bit, and it's going to be a little bit. When I tuck the shirt in, it's not too bad. However, there's a really easy way to take a regular shirt and turn it in to a shirt that you will never know was a regular shirt. And you do this with the help of a three-piece suit. Because in a three-piece suit, you will get a vest. This vest will bring in the sides of your body, just like this. You can notice they kind of brought in the sides. I pull out, there's not much to it. It brought in the sides of my body, and you would never know that this shirt is a regular fit shirt. And that's kind of what we're going for. So, when you're buying a suit and you know you have regular fit shirts, go for a three-piece suit because it'll help you get rid of that extra fabric that you definitely don't want to pay tailor fees for and you don't want people to see. Okay, gentlemen, the other style of shirt that I want you to focus on is going to be a slim fit or a trimmed fit shirt. They can be interchangeable. Some companies and some places will tell you that's not the same. That's absolutely not the same. For our purposes today, they're going to be the same. If you see a trim or a slim fit, just assume that they're probably the same. Okay, so a slim fit shirt is going to be a little bit smaller armholes on the shoulders, just a little bit, not by much, and so it's going to be a little tighter around your arms for a little bit, for the most part, but mostly it's going to be around your torso area. The shirt, instead of going straight down like this, the way a regular fit, this one kind of goes like that. It kind of curves in the middle to kind of taper in your body a little bit, and just to make it more slimming. I don't know how else to put it, but that's kind of what it does. It's supposed to slim out your body. It's a very tight, it's a tighter fitting shirt, basically. A lot of people find that comfortable when you tuck it in. It just looks a little nicer, but like I said, if you're going to be wearing that three-piece suit with the vest, you can easily hide that with a regular fit shirt. Okay, gentlemen, that's all I have for you today on dress shirts. So we've covered the colors, the styles, the fits, the collars, the sizing, the everything. We've covered them all. I hope you guys have learned a little bit more about dress shirts, how to buy them, and what you're looking for, and what will fit you the best. One little note, when picking out colors, you don't have to pick out the same colors that I told you. The only colors I'm recommending that you buy are white, black, and light blue. Everything else is totally up to you. I just showed you those other shirts just so you get an idea of what you could wear in a dress shirt. Alright, it's really up to you. I'm not going to say you have to buy these specific shirts. It doesn't work that way. It's your personal preference, and that's what I want you to get across. When you watch these videos, that's what I want to get across to you. Sorry, I want to get across to you that everything in your style is your own personal preference. I'm just here to give you advice on how to make the items that you have in your closet work a little better. And if you don't know about men's fashion, you don't know what to do, I'm here to help you with that too. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. My email address is spfstyle@gmail.com. Feel free to message me 24/7 on any question you might have about fashion. I'll be sure to answer it back as soon as I can. This is SPF Style signing off.